Hey folks, Gary here. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope your day is starting off just fantastic. Hey, Cole. Yeah, I hope your day is starting off great. What a great day to be alive. Every day we walk with the Lord is a good day. And it's a good day to steam out the sewer lines, apparently, as the guys are steaming up the lines, getting rid of all the ice and getting rid of the big lake in front of our house, which is awesome. I'm pretty happy they're doing that. But I mention that because you might hear some noise in the background. I'm pretty sure you probably will. Anyways, we've been talking about, hey, Wonder Dog, what are you doing? Okay. We've been talking about taking risks, but not foolish risks, but doing what God's called you to do. Moving from this to this and going into something that you have no idea about, and how that it seems like a risk, but it's not as much of a risk as we think it is because it's God who's calling us to it. But it does feel like a risk at the moment. Trust me, you're thinking, oh my goodness, what are we doing? Are we really going to do this? This seems crazy. I'm so familiar with this lifestyle. I'm so familiar with what I'm thinking about. I'm so familiar with this job. Why would God call me to think differently or do something else? But He does, and He calls us to take that risk. But we do it with Him. Matthew 4. Let me just read this. Matthew 4, starting at verse 18. One day as Jesus was walking along the shore of the Sea of Galilee, He saw two brothers, Simon, also called Peter, and Andrew, throwing a net into the water, for they were fishing for a living. So I underline that part. They were fishing for a living. This is all they ever knew. Ever since they were little boys, this is what they did for a living, is they fished for fish, right? They did it for a living. It's what they knew. Jesus called out to them, "Come follow me, and I will show you how to fish for people." And they left their nets at once and followed Him. It goes on to talk about James and John as well afterwards. Jesus called them from what they knew, something they were very, very familiar with, to go follow Him into something that they had no idea about. That's taking a huge risk. It's your vocation. It's your livelihood. Yet I see no hesitation at all. They simply get up and they go and they follow Him. You know, in my own story with that, going into ministry, I wouldn't say I was the most enthusiastic person in the world for that in some ways. I wanted to. God had birthed it in my heart. But I knew it was a huge risk because I had no idea how to do it. I had no idea what to do. I had made furniture, couches and sofas and that kind of stuff for 18, 19 years up to that point. And so leaving that vocation to follow God into something new, it felt like a massive risk. And if we look at it from a human standpoint, yeah, it really did seem like it was. But God is so incredibly good. He carried us through all of it. And so like the disciples, how, you know, they faced a lot of hard things. Matter of fact, they were martyred and all sorts of stuff going on there. But they never questioned the call. They never questioned the risk of following Jesus. They just simply did it because they knew it was good to do. I know my own life, man, there's been hard things too, but there's been so many good rewards along the way. I can't imagine doing anything else but following Jesus, hearing His call, stepping out and doing it. And I want to just challenge you as well, or encourage you. I guess I want to encourage you more than challenge you. What is God birthing in your heart? Does it feel like a risk? Well, if you're doing it with God, if you're walking with Him, it's not as much of a risk as you think it is, because He's a good, good Father. He'll hold your hand the whole entire time. So that's the message for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and hopefully your lakes will be exactly where they need to be. We'll talk to you later. Bye.